Burt, what happened out there?
Well, I ended up in the infield, and when you pick up speed when you end up in the infield. I'm gonna have to get with Ricky Stenhouse and see exactly what happened from his perspective. But I shoved him out, but I was getting shoved from behind just like everybody else was, and ended up getting turned around. So, like I said, I don't want to put any blame on too much until I see exactly what happened.
From the expectations that you had for this event, were they met? Were they more than what you thought? What was it? Well,
I mean, anytime, I've been racing for almost 30 years. So when I go to the racetrack, I go to win. And when you step into an arena like this and a competition, a field like this, you just don't know what to expect. And these guys are for real. And, I think the way the night was going to end, if we could have kept picking off a few cars and come home with a good, clean finish, I think, we would consider that a decent night for our partners and everything. But, I wanted to win. But you have to evaluate your night as it goes and realize what you might be up against. But what they did here to my home track, this is where I grew up, in the stands. My family's been here since it started. So to see what NASCAR's brought to this venue and brought to this event is pretty spectacular.
What was it like driving that car out there today?
It's just a race car, but the difference between a modified and a cup car is I can make up ground in the modified by driving it harder. When you drive a cup car harder, you slow down. And that was my transition, is working with Tony Jr., my spotter, to try to help me manage my corner speed to get it to roll the center so I could get off better. And we were getting better the longer we ran. We just, with my limited experience in one of them cars, even though I've got tons of experience here, it just didn't, a lot of that took a while to translate over. But, all in all, I can't complain about everything that's happened this weekend.
Are you going to stick around?
Yeah, I'm going to stick around. Who would want to miss this race, right? It's going to get, I figured it'll be about like this race. The first 100 laps, you could probably just kind of chill out for a little bit, maybe get a snack. But those last 100, you better be paying attention.
That was your first big hit with the new safer barrier. How'd you feel about it compared to the old guardrail?
Yeah, I don't know. It's still just a wall. Neither one of them feel good. But with everything they've done now with these cars to improve safety and in the car, and then with the head and neck restraint and the walls, as you can see, I'm fine. So it must have done its job.
Could we see you again in Cup?
There's rumors. Can't say anything just yet. We were going to wait and see how this night went. Obviously, the front end's knocked off of it now, so we'll evaluate it. We'll get through the night and kind of assess the situation and see where it takes us.
You said what they did here was special. Just what made it so special for what they?
They just gave it a makeover. Not that it wasn't an awesome place to go race and an awesome place to race at, not just for us but for the fans. Just the lights and the walls and the just the whole facility. When you look at it, the infield, just everything the way it looks, it brought it to a cup level. So to see them do that to my little home track here in Winston-Salem, it's pretty heartwarming on my end.
How much do you think the impact of what NASCAR did to this track will do for you guys trying to attract sponsors for the modified?
Oh, this place already had a pretty good spotlight on it. Anybody in the country that knows anything about racing knows about Bowman Gray Stadium. But this just made the spotlight even brighter by bringing a national series here. I'm hoping it'll help moving down the road with sponsorship, and I don't see why it could not benefit everybody involved with this place just because of how great a job they did.